we're all in some sense in churches like frogs in the kettle, and we get used to the way things are and don't see them as good or as bad as just normal. From our church congregation, it's not that we're broke, it's not that we're desperate. We didn't come here because we said, man, if we don't do something, we're just gonna die. But we came out of a great desire to be better, to address these heartfelt concerns of ours for bringing the gospel in our community and establishing new leadership among the younger generations. And we, I think for us to do it by ourselves would have just taken way longer, and we would have been limited to what we know and what we see. And this way, we were able to get someone to be a little more probing for us. As soon as we were at a point of having to, in some critical fashion, look at what we were doing and how we were doing it. Of course, it gets kind of personal. And we even had one of our deacons in leadership say, my experience with this church has always been good. And now we're talking and people are saying this isn't good enough. And we've missed the mark here and there. And it really sort of depresses me. But Larry brought in very, very much a pastoral sensitivity to remind us and reassure us that this is Christ's church and that there is great blessing and ministry here that happens in his name. And what we seek to do is to reestablish that in our faithfulness to him. And so he became very much that kind of loving and caring coach for us as we try to discern what are the things that we need to look at in order to address them with next steps. He also had us involve the congregation, which I think was very, how can I say, the unifying for the congregation, so that we removed right away this thought, well, what's our council doing, or is there a secret agenda going on here? But involving the congregation got them part of that, to know that, hey, we're in this together as we move forward. And then, of course, insisting on us beginning with a 14-day prayer challenge, or 16 days, I forget what that was. But to go through that prayer challenge exercise together, of course, then brought in that comfort and counsel of the Spirit. So a very wise and discerning beginning for this for us. And to have someone come alongside us who loves Jesus Christ and who loves the church, and who in a loving way can say, this is what I see, is very helpful. We would encourage other congregations to talk to Larry and vibrant congregations and see whether that's a helpful fit for them as well. For us, we're very much a church family. And so when the family has to discuss things, it's kind of threatening to bring in someone who's not part of the family to say, well, this is who you really are, and this is what you really need to ask, and this is where you really have to get honest with each other. And to have him in a sense that he was coming alongside, having shared what it's like to be Christian Reformed and to be within a Christian Reformed setting like he is, helped make him like one of us, to be that bridge, to say, okay, so here are some of the things. I get it. I've gone through those things. We've journeyed through some of those very same things ourselves and with others. And then I can kind of help you discern who might be able to really connect with you in some of these issues. Because, well, and I can say too, as pastor, I know there's dozens of quality consulting agencies out there that can very much be a help, both within our denomination and outside. So where do you begin and where do you start? So I think that lent itself also to a confidence for us that now that Larry knows us, a little bit about us, and he knows agencies that he respects for the work that they do, that makes it, that gives us, I guess, a little more confidence to say, okay, let's target one or two of these and see where there's a good fit, a good match for us.